salt of the earth, then our taste gon' stale. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic. Now I'm taking my home.
I was 24, trying to see 25. I was
burned down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak.
Looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all I death is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Nah, I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less it's 25 to life and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. May the Lord's anger rain down fury like hellfire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon, rubble with the angel in the line of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is a flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims of lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims of lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still we speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. Still I rep the Most High until the day that I die. We still
I put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers hit wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that revolver, 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. 6-shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style. 6-shooter on me like the Wild West. Call them trying to steal them bars, they want the style next. But they can't duplicate y'all where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail, looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 up to the Thule. Nigga so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is a freak, so I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. So it won't fall in hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt with Trump niggas. Ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk, nigga. Want, nigga. Choppers fit nice in the trunk, nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front, nigga. Jump, nigga. Mean if you froggy, I front, nigga. Front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front. 6-shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die. The day that we die. Still here. I'll let the most high until the day that I die. We're still here. Die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die. Day that we die.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, and it's death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I know. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, fear, give you chills. Say y'all Jew-ish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he give them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, but they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole.
You gotta wait, Michelle. Hold on, we'll be there in a second. I'm glad that you can. We'll be there in a second. We about to
Oh, so I can say the camera's messed up? The camera? I was like, let me share it. So we're going 1, 2, 3 testing. Alright, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Shalom, Bashim Yahshua to all the sisters. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Command General since 1969. We've been teaching that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. and blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we have to stop giving America fuel. For so long, we have been giving America the power to be able to rule over us. We've been giving them the power to be able to have the power over us when we should be giving we shouldn't be giving America the power to be able to rule over us. I mean, how are we giving America the power to rule over us? We're giving America the power to rule over us by not doing what the Lord says. I mean, so many of us think that our job here on the earth is to go off and then work for our oppressors. We think that our job is to go and Christ. We think that our job is to go and enslave our lives away. I mean, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans schedule on a daily. Our schedule is working from Monday through Friday, and then going to clubs on Saturday and Sunday through the weekends. We are slaving our lives away to America, getting a little bit of freedom off. And we think that's how we're supposed to be living. Like Tazia, before you came into the truth, what did you think life was about? What did you think your purpose on the earth was?
I didn't have one.
You didn't have a purpose? Well, there it is. A lot of brothers didn't even have a purpose. They didn't have a purpose on the earth, or they didn't know what their purpose was. Or there are some brothers and sisters out there who think their purpose are trying to go and get a good job, going to school, being good in school, and then going to college, being amazing in college, and then trying to go and get a really good job. They think their whole purpose on the earth is trying to work for America. Go ahead.
I understand your question now. My purpose, what I thought my purpose was to get rich, have a mansion, a white picket fence, have a lot of cars, property, being rich. I thought that was my purpose.
And you thought that was your purpose?
Yeah.
Same. I thought my purpose, before I came into the truth, I thought my purpose was to get a good job, to be able to work for America and be rich. Right. That's what I thought my purpose was before I came into the truth. Well, I mean, we all did. A lot of our brothers and sisters thought that was our purpose before we came into the truth. We thought we were supposed to work and get a good job and make a lot of money and just chase the money. But when you come into the truth, you find out that's not how you're supposed to be living. You find out that you're supposed to be serving a God. You're supposed to be serving the Most High. We found out that our duty, what is, you know what? Can you get that scripture? The duty of man. Because a lot of our people don't understand our duty on the earth. We don't understand our purpose on the earth as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I get my teeth. We think our purpose is as being able to go and do whatever we want. We think our purpose is to feel the best that we can, live our best lives. A lot of our women think their purpose is to be like Keke Palmer. You got that scripture? You got it? Okay, go ahead and read it.
I don't have it yet.
Oh, you said you don't have it yet. Oh, my bad.
I remember.
You got it?
Let me try to share it. Ecclesiastes. Hey, this kind of moving slow.
The computer's moving slow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because of the mouse and the thing. We still haven't got the traded it yet. We're supposed to put those ones on, but we haven't got the batteries for them yet. Yeah. That's all we really need is the batteries.
Batteries?
Kind of, that's all we need. You got it?
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Hold on. Because now, black Hispanics and Native Americans, this is the understanding that we should have. This is what we need to understand as a people, that our purpose is not to go out and serve America. It's not to go out and live for America. What is our purpose on the earth? What is the whole duty of man? Go ahead.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Hold on, what? No, go and do whatever you want to go do.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Nah, my duty is to go out and be the best scholar, go in and be the best worker at McDonald's.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
We supposed to be, we supposed to be gangbangers and we supposed to be all those GDs and all that.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
The Bible says that we're supposed to be fearing God and keeping his commandments. But we don't do that here today. Fear God and keep his commandments. Black Hispanics and Native Americans, we're supposed to be respecting the Most High, respecting him. But we have forgotten that we've forgotten about the Most High. We've forgotten about the God of the Bible. We've now veered off and made our own gods, followed the other gods, followed our oppressors' gods. That's what we've done now here in America. We're not fearing the God of the Bible. And since we're not fearing the God of the Bible, what's happening to us, Tazia?
We go through curses.
You're there. You go through curses. Oh, it's on the topic. Like, kind of thing. What happens whenever we don't fear the Lord?
We make America rich.
There you go. I mean, whenever we stop fearing the Lord, America is now able to have power over us. They're able to now overtake us. Just like, it's all throughout the Bible. Whenever we weren't keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and we were going up against the Philistines, what happened to us? We got taken over. And we had the Ark of the Covenant taken away from us. Because we was not keeping the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. It was not. The Lord's letting us know why our enemies are. The Lord's letting us know why our enemies are taking over us. He's letting us know about the thing. He's letting us know that the things we're doing is wrong. Like, think about it. All throughout the Bible, when we don't keep these commandments, we get overtaken. But when we keep them, we flourish and we overtake our oppressors. We overtake our enemies. So whose fault is it really that our oppressors are ruling over us?
Ours.
It's ours. Because we're not keeping the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. We're not doing what he told us to do. Because if we were doing what he told us to do, would we be in captivity right now? Absolutely not. We wouldn't be here right now if we was doing what the Lord had told us to do. But no. Damn, sliding. Go ahead and read that. Come.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments.
Bro, this is the conclusion of the whole matter. It's to fear God and to keep His commandments. Keep His commandments. Don't go out and smoke weed. Don't go out and sleep with whores. Don't go out and do that. Keep the commandments. Love your brothers. That's what the Lord wants you to do. He wants you to love your brothers. Keep on going.
For this is the whole duty of men.
This is the whole duty of men. This is the whole duty of men. To fear God and keep the commandments. Not to go out and smoke weed. Not to go out and try to be the best drug dealer. Not to go out and try to be the best worker on the plantation. No, that is not our job. But America has gotten blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to think that that is how life is supposed to be. We've been fooled into thinking that is how we should be living. That's how life should be. It's crazy because that's exactly how I thought life was supposed to be. A lot of our brothers and sisters, we're not told that, especially because our parents are not. They don't even have the knowledge of knowing how they're supposed to be living. So how they don't teach it to their children, and now their children are living a life with no moral standpoint. We have no laws, statutes, commandments to guide our lives, to keep all those bad things from happening to us whenever they popped up into our lives. I mean, what's going to happen if you give a 4-year-old, not 4-year-old, what happens when you give a 10-year-old some weed and he don't have the law, statutes, commandments? What is he going to do? You think he's going to be like, no, it's against the Bible? Or do you think he's going to smoke it? He's going to smoke it. He's going to take that and he's going to smoke it. You think he's not going to, what? You think he's not, what happens if you try to give him all the alcohol that he wants? You think he's going to be able to sustain himself to be able to not drink so much? You think he's going to be able to take, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just going to say this. You think he's going to be able to have the right? I'm looking for a word, but you think he's going to be able to have the right? Damn, it's not coming to me. No. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of that word. Well, yeah, discipline. Yeah, discipline. We'll use that. Well, you think he's going to be able to have the right discipline to be able to not drink so much? No, he's not going to have the discipline to be able to stop himself from over drinking. He's not going to have the discipline to be able to watch how much he drinks. No, he's just going to drink as much as he wants, and now he's going to be drunk, making really bad decisions because he doesn't have the law to keep him in place. If most of our people had the laws, I bet you most of our people would make way better decisions than what we make today. We would make a lot of better decisions than we have today. But this is what I'm telling Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The reason that we are here under our oppressors today is because we're giving America the fuel. We're giving them the fuel by not keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. I mean, the Lord told us what will happen. What happens if, you know what, get the scripture. We're going to Deuteronomy 28 and, let me see. Damn, I haven't been there. Before we go, come on. You got it? Come on, go ahead and read it.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
Hold on. He said, it shall come to pass. This is going to happen. This will happen. Keep on going.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God to do this one very thing, that this is going to happen. If we listen to him, that this thing is going to happen. Keep on going.
To observe and to do all his commandments,
No.
I commanded this day.
Hold on. So if we take the time to observe and to do all his commandments, not just some of them, not just the ones that we like, if we observe to do all his commandments, that this thing is going to happen. This is going to happen. Keep on going.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
No. He's going to set us below everybody.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high.
No, he's going to set us equal to everybody.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high.
He said he's going to set us on high. Keep on going.
Above all nations of the earth.
Above all nations of the earth, man. He's going to set us on high above all nations of the earth. If we keep his commandments, the Lord is going to keep us above all these other nations. I mean, he's telling us what's going to happen. He's telling us that if we keep the law, statutes, commandments, we will be above all the other nations. He's telling us, he's giving it to us plain and simple. He's letting us know. I mean, you have the choice. Do you want to be above the nations or do you want to be below them? He gave us the choice to choose. But what does us, being a stiff-necked people, stiff-necked and rebellious people, choose? What did we choose? We chose to what? Go down to verse 15.
Okay. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Hold on. So if we don't listen, if we don't hearken to the words to keep all his law, statutes, commandments, let's put it like this. You have a father. He gave you rules to follow. This is our father. This is the father of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And he gave us rules to follow. And he told us, if you keep all these rules, if you keep my rules in this house, I'm going to let you be above all these other nations. But if you don't keep these rules, this is what was going to happen. If we didn't keep the rules, if we didn't keep all his rules inside the house. Keep on going.
That all these curses.
No. None of these curses. We live a happy and peaceful life.
That all these curses.
Now our curses wouldn't be over us.
That all these curses.
Keep on going.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Damn. It said that all these curses will come upon thee and overtake thee. We will get all the punishments. Your father said to keep all these keep all these rules that I've given you. Keep all the rules inside my house. If you keep the rules, well, then you'll get rewarded. You keep these rules, I'm gonna reward you and put you above all these other nations. But if you don't keep these rules, I'm gonna punish you and put you below all these other nations. The Lord is like the Lord is like a father unto blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I mean, he wants the best for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If we don't follow after what he tells us to do, how can he give us the best? How can he give us a reward if he doesn't? How can he give us a reward if we don't keep his commandments? If we don't keep his rules? Because if we don't keep his rules, then we're just going to be bad children that become worse and worse and worse. We're just gonna become worse. But you have something to say?
I do. The Lord is not a liar or a deceiver. So when He's telling you this, it's it is what it is. If you put the effort to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, that's what's going to happen. He's gonna exalt you above all the nations. And if you don't, then you know the consequences. So there's like no need to choose. You can choose left or right, but He's telling you which direction to go, and that's straight.
Literally.
If you do that, you'll be alright.
Exactly. He's saying you could choose to get a spanking right over here, or you could choose to go and play video games. Like, you looking at your father like, I want to get a spanking.
He ain't no liar, though.
And he's not a liar.
I trust that if I do what He tells me, then I'll come up. If I don't, then all these curses will fall upon me.
Exactly. And we've been disobeying the Lord. So all these curses have been coming upon us. We're getting all the spankings. My boy is red hot right now. You know how you get a spanking, and it'd be them worst spankings. You'd be like, damn. And they break the paddle on your butt. It's the worst spankings. Had to go get a new belt. No, I'm playing.
I know about the chastisement.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. And now that's the thing. We're giving the fuel to America. We're giving them the fuel to be over us by not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Get Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Because this nation of people really cannot live without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They can't live without us. They can't thrive without us. They have to, like the Lord said, if we was to keep His law, statutes, commandments, we would be over all the other nations. So all our oppressors had to come up with this way to put us down, to keep us from being able to be over them. It's like Habakkuk. I don't even know if I'm saying it wrong. So like if I'm not. Habakkuk. I don't even know. Habakkuk 2 and 12. But our oppressors cannot thrive without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They need us to be able to have for their kingdom to be able to flourish. For their kingdom to be able to flourish, they need blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So they had us in captivity, using us for free labor. You think America would be built today if blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans didn't go into captivity under them and build their kingdom? No, this place wouldn't be standing today if we didn't go into captivity. This place wouldn't be here today. Are you good? Go ahead and read. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. No, you go. Go ahead. Go.
So the fuel that we're giving them is our disobedience to the Most High, because that's what causes our curses, and through our curses, that's what makes them such a.
That what makes them thrive. Us going against the Lord. That's great. Through our fuel, their fuel is us not keeping the Lord's commandments, not listening to the Most High.
That's why they keep us away from that.
Mm-hmm. Like, think about it. Like, Like whenever we was like I said, when we was fighting against the Philistines, what was we doing? We was out there doing what? Breaking the commandments. We wasn't keeping them. And did it give the Philistines fuel to no, I gave the Philistines fuel to be able to beat us, to overtake us.
Yeah, that made us weak.
Yeah, the Lord was not with us at that time. Because the Lord is the one who protects us. The Lord is our armor. He's the shield to be able to protect us from being overtaken like that. But when we don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, now we don't have the protection of the Lord. We're nothing without the Most High. But go ahead and read that.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Hold on. A town with blood. How do you think America got here today? How do you think America was built? So yeah.
They murdered and killed us.
Mm-hmm. They
enslaved us.
They murdered
and built their empire.
Yeah. They murdered, killed, enslaved us, and forced us to build their empire.
Right.
They forced us to go off and build their homes, build their everything that they have was built from us.
Yeah.
They got all their ideas from us. Everything that you see here in America is only here because of Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's only here because of us. But what does it say? It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Woe just means destruction to him that buildeth the town with blood. What we got to understand is that these people, our oppressors, they have a destruction or a judgment coming because of the things that they have done against Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have to understand that they have a judgment to pay. They have a judgment to pay. They think this place was going to be able to stand forever. Your oppressor thinks nothing is going to be able to come against them. Like the Bible says, he exalts himself. I'm paraphrasing, but he exalts himself up. Yeah. I think it's. I might actually have to get it, but he makes himself to look really like he makes himself to be as God. He makes himself to look like he is God. Like nothing is going to be able to come up against him. He's who can come against me? Ain't nobody coming up against me. Ain't nobody finna destroy this kingdom. This kingdom is too powerful and great. But no. There's a day coming. There's a judgment coming for our oppressors. There's a day when our oppressors will stand no more. And that's what Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans got to understand. I mean, while we over here in the ISUPK trying to destroy this place down, we are brothers and sisters who are trying to keep this place afloat, keep this place running by going off and working for America, by going off and trying to be the best slave that they can be. Working those 2-hour working those two jobs that they be working all throughout the week. They're working 2 jobs just to be able to pay their rent or put some food on the table. But read it from the top again.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Destruction to him that buildeth the town with blood. How many Native Americans did our oppressor kill? Or unalive? How many are Native Americans?
Millions.
He unalive millions. And you know what? That's only Back in the day, that's probably wasn't even record. It probably wasn't even really calculated how many brothers and sisters were actually unalived. So it was probably way more than that. Okay.
That's just scratching the surface.
That is just scratching the surface. That's only scratching the surface. This man built this place off of blood. Off of the blood of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But it's only right. It's only right now for him to receive judgment for that. Because he still hasn't paid for doing that. He still hasn't paid for the crimes that he's done. You know what I mean? He still hasn't paid for it. But keep on going.
And established a city by iniquity.
And established a city by iniquity. This place is built off of the backs of black Hispanics and Native Americans. This place is built off of evilness. But can you get Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8? Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans don't understand that this place was built off of them. That our oppressors are benefiting off of them, off of the blacks, off of the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But we're now comfortable with it. We're okay with it, with being used. We're okay with it. Yeah.
Can I expand on that last part?
On the one?
The city by iniquity.
Establish a city by iniquity?
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to, I was going to the next one, but go ahead.
I was going to say the oppressor did that by obviously murder and but it wasn't a fair fight.
No, it wasn't a fair fight.
Like they used it wasn't one-on-one.
No.
They used a lot of evil. That's how they built this place.
It wasn't one-on-one with us. I mean, but that's why it's not right. But the Lord isn't going to be one-on-one with them. It's not going to be a fair fight. When the Lord coming, he's not coming to him to be as a man. The Lord coming with them with pestilence and with diseases. He gonna destroy them with diseases and with storms and destruction, and he's not coming down and fighting them with swords and all that. How they fight? Nah.
Well, when I said like the evil thing, how they conquered, I was referring to like putting viruses in blankets and killing buffalo.
Yeah. How they killed off our food system.
You know what I'm saying? Because like one-on-one, by the way, I forgot there was something on the History Channel that I watched that even though over here on this side we didn't have the musket or bullets, we had bows and arrows. We were still thrashing them.
That's true.
Right. That's when they went to like chemical warfare.
You said chemical warfare?
Yeah, that was the putting smallpox in blankets. Or that was and even psychological warfare, like Christianity, you know what I mean? Torture, things like that. Like they didn't fight, they fought very strategic, I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, you're right, because actually now that you mention it, I did learn about this in school. So how you're saying about how they put the smallpox in the blankets, right?
Yeah.
Well, the actually I think America used this chemical. It was called Agent Orange, and they used it Well, I forget what it did.
What's it called?
Agent Orange. Let me search it up. What it does.
Ancient Orange?
Agent Orange.
Ancient.
Agent Orange.
Like even back then,
Got it.
chemical warfare existed.
Oh yeah.
It's not just gases and mustard gas, nuclear bomb.
So it says Agent Orange is a chemical herbicide, a defilant one of tactical use, rainbow herbicides. It was used by the U.S. military as part of its um, herbidical or herbicidal warfare program, Operation Ranch Hand, during the Vietnam War. From 1961 to 1971, it is a mixture of equal parts of two herbics, some. In addition to its damaging environmental effects, traces of deoxynitrine, admittingly the most useless type. The most toxic of its types found in the mixture have caused major health problems for many individuals who were exposed and their offsprings. It affected their offsprings too. And Agent Orange was produced in the United States from the late 1940s and was used in industrial agriculture and was also sprayed along railroads and power lines to control undergrowth and forest. During the Vietnam War, the U.S. military procedure over 2 million gallons, 75 million liters, consisting of a 50 mixture of 2,4-D and dioxin contaminated 2,4,5-T9 chemical compounds produced it. And I'm pretty sure they damn, it says the government of Vietnam says that up to 4 million people in Vietnam were exposed to the defilant, and as many as 3 million people have suffered illness because of Agent Orange. Like, these people are really good at warfare, and they know how to war.
So they weaponized herbs. He took something good, he digged up something good and turned it evil.
Pretty, yeah. These people are evil. Like, they're evil. You gotta think about it. Like, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Who else has a system that is strictly against them? Like, strictly against them to destroy their family lineage. Who else has a system other than Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to go against them like that? Because we have systems to go against us, like Planned Parenthood, which actually backfired on them. But yeah, but who else has systems like that set up to go against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Nobody else. And this is what I'm saying. Like, these people are strictly coming up against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're coming up against us. And the only reason they're able to come up against us is because we don't have the Most High on our side. Because we're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. We've got to keep the law, statutes, commandments so that we're not overtaken by them anymore. So that we have the Lord's side, or that we have the Lord on our side.
You wanted
Jeremiah 28:8. But what we got to understand is our job is not to go and be buddy with our oppressors, to try to, because I see this everywhere. I see so many Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans trying to be friends with our oppressors, try to be friends with these people who only want to murder, who only want to unalive us, who only want to take us down. Like, these people are using us, and we still trying to be friends with them. They sneaking behind our backs and just using us. And we completely oblivious to it. Do you have that scripture?
Uh,
Okay, go ahead.
It says, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Hold on. No, they was all friends with all these countries. They was all buddy and hugging hands and making deals and covenants with these other nations.
Prophesied both against many countries.
No, they was trying to join hand in hands with them.
Prophesied both against many countries.
Oh, the prophets in the past that were before us were prophesying against these countries. They were prophesying against them. And we're trying to be friends with these people. But what are our people trying to do today? They're trying to be friends with these people. The prophets in the past were going out to the people and telling our people to separate from these nations. Stop giving these other people the fuel. Stop giving them the fuel. Keep the law, statute, commandments. Stop breaking the law, statute, commandments. Stop going against the Lord, because that's giving them the fuel to go against us. They were coming out and telling our people that we need to change our ways. They was going against what? Read that again.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
They prophesied against many countries. And keep on going.
And against great kingdoms.
And against great kingdoms. What do we come out and do today? We go out and what?
We prophesied against many countries and great kingdoms.
Yes, we come out and we prophesy against countries, great countries and great kingdoms. We prophesy against America. We don't join with America. We're not trying to join hands in hand with them. We're trying to warn our people that we shouldn't be joining with these people. We shouldn't give these people the fuel to go against us. We're trying to be friends with these people. That's what our people are trying to do. And it's giving them the fuel to go against us.
We prophesy against the countries, like I said, the property, and against their leaders.
Say it again.
We prophesy against their lands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like America, Russia, Japan, China, and against the leaders too.
Yeah, we do go against our leaders. We prophesy against them. Because these people have done wrong to our people. These people don't care for our people. You know, our people have been trying to vote for a new president for how long have they been trying to do that? They've been doing it for a long time. And have any of those people that they voted for helped them? No, none of them have helped them. Like Cap said, you voting. Oh, paraphrasing, we voting for two evils. You voting for the lesser evil. But it's still evil. They're still evil. But instead of voting for any of them, why don't we turn back and vote for our King Yahweh? Come back and put him in charge instead of trying to comply to America's ways. Why don't we do that instead? Because that's what's going to help Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But read it again.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
What do we say is going to happen here in America?
It's going to be destroyed.
We say that America is going to be destroyed.
Right.
We say that what's coming?
War and evil and pestilence. Okay. So death, wickedness, and plagues.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but I mean all of it. World War Three. World War Three is coming. We are the ones who come out and prophesy about World War Three coming out. It's in the Bible too. World War Three is in the Bible. Like we prophesy these things. I mean, read that again.
The prophets that have been before me and before the of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war and of evil and of pestilence. I mean, we come out and warn our people of the things that are going to happen here in America. We warn our people of the things that are going on. We prophesy against these kingdoms. We want these people. We want this place to be destroyed. Black Hispanic. We got to stop trying to give America the fuel. We're trying to be comfortable and stay in America, while here in Isupk, we want out of America. We want World War III to come. When we telling our people that, well, I mean, no, World War III is going to come no matter what. It's going to come no matter what. But that's why we go out and warn our people that is coming. We go out and warn our people that this is coming and this is going to happen. And that if they don't change their ways, they're going to be stuck in the middle of it. They're going to be stuck in the crossfire not knowing what's going on. They're going to be stuck in the crossfire confused. Going, oh, I didn't. What? What's going on? Why is this happening? But you can't say you didn't know. Because we came out and warned them. We came out and warned the people that all these things would be happening. I mean, we come out and warn our people that what? If they don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, if they go out and sleep with whores, what's going to happen? That they're going to receive what?
The curses.
The curses, but they're going to receive diseases. They're going to receive diseases if they go out and sleep with whores. They're going to go out and get cancer if they go out and what? Smoke weed. They're gonna receive these things if they go out and do these things. Go out and eat that pork, you're gonna receive cancer. Right. We're warning our people that these things are happening to them because of their actions.
There's a consequence.
There's a consequence. Our people gotta stop trying to be all buddy with America. Stop trying to join hands with America because it's not working. We've been trying it for over 400 years. It still hasn't worked. It's still not worked.
I found a scripture with
which one?
the third one.
Which one?
With the third one will come shortly.
No, I actually haven't studied that one. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't read that one though. I'm gonna have to go and talk to Officer Dawdown about that one or Officer Kabar. I know he knows them. But get Isaiah. The albino guy? Get Isaiah 14:1.
Yeah, 14
We'll just ignore him. Was he posting a bunch of stuff on there? Oh, yeah, well, I know.
Isaiah 14?
Come.
What?
Come.
I got it.
Well, actually, before we get that, I'm going to get an article, actually. I know I put up an article on there.
Bear County?
Come, I think I forgot to get it, actually. Come, I wanted to get into that. Come, yeah, get that, we're going to go to it. Get not the Bear County, but the Bronny James. About LeBron James' son.
I don't see it.
I don't know.
at it.
Come, go ahead. Go ahead and read.
The title of the article reads, Ronnie James, older son of LeBron James, suffers cardiac arrest at USC basketball practice.
Yeah, this brother was practicing and got went to a cardiac arrest. I wonder why. Keep on going.
Ronnie James, the older son of NBA star LeBron James, suffered a cardiac arrest during a basketball practice at the University of Southern California and was hospitalized Monday, according to a statement from a family and spokesperson. He is out of the intensive care unit and in stable condition, the statement said. Yesterday, while practicing, Ronnie James suffered a cardiac arrest. The medical staff was able to treat Ronnie and take him to the hospital. He's now in stable condition and no longer in ICU, the statement said.
No, hold on. No, this brother, imagine how much his brother is practicing. This brother is trying to do his best to become the best here in America. He's trying to do his best to become the best basketball player. But his body, he's working his body so hard that it is now gone into a cardiac arrest. Like you got to think about it. We are working ourselves so hard and not getting no rest. We work so hard here in America. We work Monday through Friday, and then for our rest, we go and we go to the club. Still working our bodies. We in there in the club shaking, burning up. But we working. It's like we working our bodies off so hard. Like, but that's what we need to understand is that we are working our bodies too much for America. We're working so hard for America when we should be working so hard for the Lord. We should be working hard for the Lord. But we're not working hard for the Lord. We're working hard for America, building up America. We have to start working to build our kingdom up, not build our oppressors' kingdom up. Our oppressors have completely tricked blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to build their kingdom up, to keep on building it up. When we should be building our kingdom up, building Christ's kingdom up. Oh, you have something to say?
Yeah, this young man is putting in work so he can get a reward from his owners.
Exactly.
A bigger reward.
This brother is working so hard just so that he could be seen. Yeah, he almost died because he is working so hard. Just so we can get a reward. That means what?
Recompense. Money.
Money? Yeah, we're working so hard for money. But is money really is money really worth it? That we actually end our own life just for it?
Money ain't worth it.
But to a lot of brothers and sisters, it seems like it's worth it. We would give up our morals and our laws and our statutes and commandments for the money. We would give it all up. I mean, some brothers would give it up. Who gave their money up and who gave it up? Judas. Judas gave up. He gave up Christ for money. He gave up his morals for money. He was like, man, I'm gonna turn my brother in so I can get some money. Just to get some money. And he gonna spend that money and it's gonna be gone. It's be gone. One day that money ain't gonna be worth nothing. And we gotta realize that. We're working so hard to get this reward of money. When one day that money's not gonna have a purpose on this earth. It's not gonna have a purpose. You won't be able to see dollar bills flying in the air, or cash a big old stacks of dollar bill that are worth absolutely nothing. You can't do nothing with it but burn it. use it for a bonfire because it's gonna be worth absolutely nothing. It's gonna be worth nothing. And good.
And at the end, you might get some bread, but it don't benefit you because you want to have a cardiac. What is it called?
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest, and the person that you're doing it for is going to be making more bread off that. They're going to be entertained by you.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Damn, I need a charger. But that's 12. That's 12 right now. But we. Is also Daughter he's still here?
I can hear
Okay. But we working so hard, and we working our bodies to death pretty much. We working so hard. We stand. Think about how much we work and how much we stand. Like I was saying at the beginning of the class, like we work from Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Some of us work from Monday through Friday or Saturday. No, Sunday. Really, some of us work Monday. Work almost every single day. Actually, working 2 jobs. Yeah, working Saturday to Sunday. Working every single day. Working 2 jobs. Not able to get no rest. Some of us work that. We ain't able to get a break. I mean, we got a break during COVID, and we realized how much America thrives off of Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans whenever COVID hit. Because whenever COVID hit, a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot of places closed. A lot of places closed, and a lot of brothers and sisters was at home. And a lot of brothers and sisters had to get home jobs. And after a lot of brothers and sisters, they decided that, you know what? I'm going to stay home, get a job, or stay at home and work. And it really messed America up. It put a big dent into America. Because now jobs were struggling. America was struggling. I mean, it still is. It's still going down to this day. Go ahead.
Real quick, on that note, what you just said about the COVID thing, the only people that really kept working outside of their homes that weren't really quarantined like that were the ones that feed you. And if you go to a supermarket, a grocery store, a gas station, a restaurant, that's us.
No, it is us. It is us working them hard jobs.
I was mad that I had to go to work. I wanted to be at home.
You have to go to work during COVID?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
We just did delivery and takeout. We didn't let nobody in, but we still had to be there.
You right.
In my head, I was like, man, what? I wanted to be off too.
Right now, I'm thinking about it. Well, I mean, we had a long. I don't know if you like. Did your job ever close or anything like completely?
No.
Oh, shoot.
Because it was like I remember the mayor got on the TV and they called us all to go watch the TV, and the mayor was like, "This is what happened. All these essential workers, blah blah blah. And this is closed, this is closed, this is closed." And
that's crazy. Because my job, I remember it closing for a time period, and then they opened back up because they had made delivery, and we was only doing delivery after that.
But at the time, though, I was working for Isupk. You know, Isupk, they're about the bread.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Some way, somehow, so people are there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it shut the whole global economy down. It was COVID hit and was like, I mean, it wasn't a complete. Oh, it just put a big dent into America. It put a big dent into it. Shut a lot of things down. But keep on going on this the article.
Okay. We ask for respect and privacy for the James family and we will update media when there's more information. This is in quotes. LeBron and Savannah wish to publicize, send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of the athletes. Bronny, 18, is an incoming freshman from USC's basketball team after graduating from Sierra Canyon High School in Los Angeles this spring. The 6'3" combo guard was rated a 4-star recruit.
Hold on. They're rich. They're rich. They're rich. That's all I gotta know. But you know, actually keep on going. Did you already get to his collapse? Marks the second time a USC player suffered cardiac arrest with the program. You know what? Actually, go to what causes cardiac arrest in the young athletes, because a brother like that should not be experiencing a cardiac arrest. No, it should not. But keep on.
Is it in the same? You want to keep reading or?
No, it should be a title. It says what causes cardiac arrest in young athletes. Are you? Or you could just read my.
The same article.
God. Oh, here, let me just read from my phone. I don't know.
Okay. I don't have it on here. All right. What causes? Oh, this is different than that.
It's different?
Yeah, I don't have it here.
It should be the same one. But if it's not, it's okay. Read that one.
What causes cardiac arrest in young athletes? Shortly after the news of James' cardiac arrest, the American Heart Association said it happened when the heart malfunctions and stops beating unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly? How much stress do you have to be put to? How much stress are you putting your heart through for it to just stop and give up? Now, this brother is putting a lot of stress just for his heart to be able to give up like that. You got to be putting a lot of stress to your body. He's probably doing so much just so that he can get better for this kingdom. So he can get better so that people can watch him play basketball. We have such a drive, like we have such a big drive to please America, to please our oppressors, that we will go as far as to unalive ourselves to please them. We'll go as far as to hurt our own bodies to please these people. We will work our bodies away until we are bones to please these people. I mean, that's why a lot of our brothers and sisters' mindsets are now we gotta live a good life by going out and going to college. Then after that, we gotta go and get a good job. We gotta find a job that we can work for our oppressors. But nobody wants. Our duty is not to work a job for our oppressors. But he has put that thought in your mind that is your duty. That's how you're supposed to be living. You're supposed to be getting a good job and trying to live your best life, but you can't catch a break. But go ahead.
Reading this, that heart malfunctions and stops beating unexpectedly. His priorities are messed up. That same energy that caused him to go into that heart, what was it called?
Cardiac arrest?
Cardiac arrest. Should be done for his people, not for his oppressor.
His priorities are messed up. He's going after the wrong things.
Yeah.
Like we going after the complete wrong. We going after the things that please America. We going after the things that we shouldn't be going after. We should be going after what the Bible tells us to. That's what we should be following. After what the Bible tells us to follow. But we following everything else but the Bible. And look at us. Now we're out here struggling. Now we're out here suffering. Living an awful life. Brother, is that all there on the article?
No, there's one more
Keep on going.
paragraph. No, it's a lot more. No, I think it's one more paragraph that means something.
Go ahead and read it.
Huh?
Go ahead and read it. Was it in the cardiac arrest?
Yeah, on cardiac arrest.
Okay.
You that please. That's what I think.
That's the last one. Okay. I don't know anything else after that.
Stop beating unexpectedly. The organization said to call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. While cardiac arrest in youth athletes is rare, it does happen. About 60 million kids in the U.S. participate in organized sports, and cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death among young athletes.
This brother almost died to please his oppressors. To please our oppressors, this brother almost gave up the ghost just to please people who really actually don't care for him. Who the people who actually just want to see him play basketball. After that, if that brother was to be on the live, you think these people really care for him? Or they'd be like, nah, we'll just get another person. All right, we get another player. You don't have to worry about him no more. These people do not. Go ahead.
By the way, most of our athletes are Israelites.
Yeah, most of our athletes are Israelites. Most of the athletes are Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans trying to become, looking at a dream to become the best, to become rich from playing sports. I mean, do you really think these people are rich? Nah, because if they was rich and was really getting that money, if they was really getting the money that they got, these people they wouldn't have to play sports no more. They would have played sports for a few years and probably probably stopped and could have retired with the money that they had. Be like, I'm living my best life now. Dude, I'm done with that. Go ahead.
Mike Tyson just fought like 2 years ago, I think.
2 years.
He's like 55 years old. 50. He's in his 50s. I know that for sure. And he had to get back in the ring. And he was a beast in the 80s and the 90s.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy because we working to think that we working to think that these people are gonna actually. We working thinking that we gonna be able to actually get a retirement plan and all that, thinking that we gonna be able to make enough money, and that we gonna be able to chill whenever we're old. We're just gonna be able to relax whenever we're old. Well, that's not even true. I mean, there was a brother. I know I saw this. There was a brother who was working for this company for 30 years, and his I forget what you call it. It's like penance or something. Like, you know, the apprentice. It wasn't there. It just wasn't there. And his brother was upset, and they escorted him out. Saying, yeah. And I would have been upset too. Like, I'm expecting this money to be there when I retire. I'm expecting it to be there for me. Yeah. I'm expecting it to be there for me after I retire. But then you got an oppressor coming and telling you, yeah, man, buddy, it's not there no more. It's just not there. I don't know. It's not there no more. And you've been working almost half a quarter of your life for this, waiting for that money to come in. Really just wasting your time. Slaving away for America. Go ahead.
Yeah, that social security check varies like every 2, 3, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 year it could be 62, 1 year could be 65, but Israelites, we most of the time we don't live that long. So,
That is true.
you know,
A lot of us don't even get to that
we
age.
never collected.
Yeah, that's true.
That's sad, bro. I don't even talk about it.
Like we working so hard for America, thinking that we're gonna get this reward, and we're not even getting it. We're not getting it at all. We working so hard for nothing. We just building America, making them more rich, while we just slaving away, getting absolutely nothing. We're getting breads and crumbs. When we could turn back to the Most High and be the ones that they have to work, that they be the, we'll be the ones that they're working for. They're gonna be working for us. If we would just keep the law, statutes, commandments, we wouldn't have to be suffering like this no more. We wouldn't have to suffer for America just to be able to try to get a smile on our oppressor's face. Because that's what that brother was working for. He's working to get a smile on his oppressor's face, or a pat on the back. Good job. Good job at practice. Now you got to do better at next time. We working so hard for nothing. Really, he working so hard. It's crazy because a lot of our brothers are working for when we're going playing football. What are they working for? They're working for money, but they're also working for a ring, just to get a ring. A ring. They're working for a ring that they might not even get to wear if something happens soon. They're working for a piece of jewelry. They're working for things that have no meaning. Materialistic things. You know what has meaning? Working for the Lord. That has meaning to it. Because when you work for the Lord, you most definitely gonna get paid. You're not gonna get skimmed of your payment. Your payment ain't gonna. If you work for the Lord, your payment ain't gonna be. You gonna work for Him for 30 years, and your payment ain't gonna be gone. That's not gonna happen. That's gonna happen whenever you work for your oppressors. But when you're working for the Lord, you're gonna get your reward.
Working for the Lord won't cost you dying.
Say it again.
Working for the Lord won't cost you dying. It won't cost you a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you're gonna die, but it won't be like that kind of death.
Yeah.
When the day comes, you'll get what you work for.
I mean,
And then you don't get that. You just get like you said, a ring or a MVP award.
well, we're working for the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
We're working for the kingdom of heaven. There are things that we can't even imagine that the Lord is going to give to us. There's things we can't even imagine yet that hasn't even entered into the thoughts of men. We working for really, we in our oppressor's kingdom working for some mud. Some mud. Like our oppressor is picking up mud. We working our butts off. And at the end of the shift, he's giving us the mud. And we're like, oh, thank you for the mud. When the Lord is finna give us something that we can't even imagine. The Lord has better plans for us. He's got something good, something way better than mud for us. Something way better than our oppressor will ever have for us. We still working for them crumbs. We still working for absolutely nothing. But you have the scripture? Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Verse 1, right?
Come on, verse 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
No. The Lord is gonna be friends and buddies with everybody.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Keep on going.
And will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose Israel. The Lord's gonna have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Keep on going.
And set them in their own land.
Hold on. We're gonna be set in our own land. Keep on going.
And strangers shall be joined with them.
Come on, keep on.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
This is something that we have to understand. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what you got to understand is you are going to be the next rulers of the earth. We are going to be ruling this earth over our oppressors if we keep these laws, statutes, commandments. We have to understand that we have to keep these laws, statutes, commandments for this to happen. But we steady not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. We giving our oppressors the fuel to be over us. But us keeping the law, statutes, commandments is going to put us away from our oppressors. It's going to put us to be separate, to be over our oppressors. And we'll have rulership over them. We're going to be ruling over our oppressors. Read that again.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And strangers shall be joined with them.
Hold on. Who is the strangers? Who's the strangers? Go ahead.
Those are Israelites. Those are Israelites that are scattered.
The strangers?
Is it?
You said the Israelites that are scattered? And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Oh, other nations.
Yeah, there you go.
Other nations. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Other nations will be in our land.
Yeah. These are the other nations.
Right.
And they keep on going?
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they will cleave to the house of Jacob. What does it mean to cleave to the house of Jacob?
They hold on tight to what?
What do we do to our oppressors today? Like we cleave to our oppressors, don't we not? We go to him for everything. We go to him for what? For our supplies and what we need. But they will cleave onto us like we cleave onto them. They're gonna look up to us and be like, damn, we need diapers, we need all these things, we need all that. But keep on going.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them.
Hold on. It says, and the people shall take them. Keep on going.
And bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Hold a minute. Because a lot of people don't believe that our oppressors, we're going to be ruling over our oppressors. What does that say? That the house of Israel is going to be what? That blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be what?
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
What does a possess them mean?
Take hold of them.
To take hold of them. To take hold. What we got to understand is that if we keep the law, statutes, commandments, enemies.
Right.
We're going to possess our oppressors.
Right.
We're going to possess these people.
That's right.
To be what? Keep on going.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
No, to be friends and buddies and all cheery and all happy. Keep on going. I'm going to read it again.
For servants and handmaids.
Now to have Jeff by your side to be your friend.
For servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids. These people are going to be servants and handmaids, just like you were servants and handmaids to them. Right. We understand that we are working so hard for these people. Right. One day they're going to be working so hard for you. If you keep these law, statutes, commandments, the Lord will make this happen. These and other nations will be serving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep on going.
And they shall take them captives.
Hold on. They shall take them captives. Well, we gonna take them captives, right? Keep going.
Whose captives they were.
Now, let me ask you a question. Who had blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans as captives?
Esau.
Our oppressors.
Right.
So since he had us in captivity, now we're gonna have them in captivity, and it's only fair, is it not? It's only fair. It's only fair. I mean, it's only fair. We're gonna be taking them captive because they had us in captivity. Keep on going.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Oh, whoa. They shall rule over their oppressors. Who is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans oppressors?
Esau.
Oh, Esau. Esau was their oppressors. We're going to be ruling over the so-called white man. But keep on going. Okay.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
Hold on. For thou we was made to serve. Right now we are serving our oppressors. We're serving them. But what we got to understand is there's going to be a day when we have rest. We're going to have rest from all that. The Lord is going to take us out of the hand of our enemies, and we're going to be able to rest. But right now, until that day happens, what is our job? Instead of giving our oppressors fuel, what is our job? What should we be doing?
We should serve the Most High.
We should be serving the Most High, right? We should be serving Him and doing what?
Following the law, statutes, and commandments.
Keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Because that is the whole duty of man. That's our whole duty. That's the whole duty of men. That's what we should be doing. It's serving the Most High. Because that is our job. It's to serve the Most High. And keeping the law, statutes, commandments. I'm going to have to end it pretty soon because my phone's finna die. Oh, kind of, yeah. But yeah. Nah, but you don't have my notes. I don't got my notes. But yeah. But we should be serving the Most High. And we should be okay.
You don't got an iPhone charger?
Then bring one. But it's okay. We'll be able to keep on going. But we should be serving the Most High. That's what we got to understand. We shouldn't be trying to give all of our attention and our best to people who hate and don't like us. We should be giving it to the Most High. I mean, did He not take us out of Egypt when we was crying, or when we was in Egypt?
That's right.
We was feeling the pain in Egypt, and the Lord took us out. He took us out of Egypt, out of the bondage of Pharaoh. I mean, we got ourselves into this by not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. So how are we gonna get ourselves out of this? By keeping the law, statutes, commandments. We're gonna get out of this by keeping the law, statutes, commandments. That's what we gotta understand. We can't glorify America no more. Can't give America the fuel, because for so long we've been giving America too much fuel to have power over us. We need to regain the power. Regain the power by keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and following after the Lord. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to get out of the bondage of America. That's the only way. That is the only way. Right.
I think,
Hmm?
sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
I think I have a scripture that Nobody died.
Oh, you have a scripture that goes with it?
Pertains to this, what we talking about,
Go ahead.
is John 8:32. By me.
John 8:32. Let me get it with you.
You know,
Just-
I can, so I can put it up there.
John 8:32.
Concept.
Go ahead. Yeah. Come on.
Let me put on the. Oh yeah, we gotta get some batteries for this man.
I was dying or something.
No,
Oh, for that one because that one's slow. Yeah, I know. I don't. Yeah. But yeah, we have a whole nother article to go into too.
This is the book of John 8, verse 32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. I mean, the truth is gonna set you free. Because I mean, thinking about it, our people, why do a lot of our people go into depression? Because why? Because I remember.
Because we hold on to you said oppression?
Yeah, depression.
Depression?
My bad. I said oppression. I meant depression. It's like
Right. Because we hold on to sinful things.
that's a good one. But I mean, like some reason I would say like not some. I would say
Because we're upset.
that. I would say when a family member dies, when a family member dies, you hold on to them. You like, man, and you getting depressed because you don't know how to let them go.
You hold on to your past.
Yeah, you hold on to the past, but you come up into this truth and you find out that like when you find out they die, you over here like praying to like thinking they're watching over you and everything. You holding on to them. You always thinking about them, thinking that they watching over you, and they, man, damn, if I would have just said this, damn, they died, and I couldn't even. The last thing I said to them was, man, you will hold, you know, but that's the last thing I said to them, and now they're thinking that. But when you come into the truth, you find out that they're not thinking about you. That they have moved on. They're not even on the earth watching over you. That's not happening. You find out the truth and it sets you free. Now you like, oh, and you let go of that depression of thinking about him so much. You let go of it with getting the right counsel. Coming up in the school and getting the right counsel. Like we didn't know pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster was wrong. But now that we do, what do? We don't go and eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. We didn't know it was a cause. It's the reason that we're getting diabetes. It's the reason we're getting cancer.
And all of a sudden you don't get colds.
Yeah, you don't get.
And you don't have allergies anymore.
You know what? I mean,
You don't have high blood pressure.
hey, you ain't got high blood pressure. You like, yeah.
Because all right, so I see what you're. I understand your question now.
Okay.
So the reason that we go through the depression is because we live in a lie. When we get that truth, that depression is gone.
Yeah. We get
That stress, that anxiety, all that shit is gone.
because we stressing over we holding on to so many things. As a lot, like we in here in America, we in America suffering because we don't understand why all these things, why the police are going after us. We don't understand the police are treating us like this. We just like, damn. And we trying to escape it by smoking weed and doing all these things. But then we find out why all these things are happening. We find out that our oppressor, he's I ain't gonna say that. He's the evilness that the Bible speaks of. He's evil according to the Bible. And that's the reason. And now you have a fighting chance to go against it. You have a fighting chance to understand and come up in here and change who you are to now go against it. To go against America and fight along with your brothers. But yeah. And we can't do that if we're glorifying America, though. We can't do that if we're trying to be equal to America. I'm going to get another article. Can you get the other article that was on there?
Send it?
Come on, it's on there.
Which one? I only got 3 things.
3 things.
Bonnie James, scriptural reading, and Yaradan.
It should have been. Oh, it's lucky. The one with the police officer.
I don't have it. I set up all the ones that.
Damn, you exit out of it?
Yeah, man, it's like 10 of them.
Damn, I needed the articles.
You don't have it on there?
Come on, I do. I got you.
Not bad.
No, you too wide. You too wide. You too wide.
My description is very true,
Hmm.
man. Ever since I started applying all these things, we go through stuff, right? Because that's how life is. But it's not as bad as it was before the school. You know what I mean?
Come, yes.
Slowly it gets better.
And you always find a way to make it. Yeah. But like, if you was not in the truth, man, there'd be sometimes you would not make it. Sometimes you'd be like, man. And you would lose things. Like, is this one? Go ahead and read that one.
The title of the article reads, Bexar County deputy arrested for alleged indecency with a child.
Damn.
Deputy Marcus James Alexander, 37, was most recently assigned to West Patrol. He allegedly tested juvenile victim and took inappropriate photos of her. San Antonio.
Hold on. Because this man, think about it. This man is trying to do his best to be like his oppressors. He's trying to do his best to please his oppressors. So, understanding that his oppressors, you got to understand what they do. They do some vile, disgusting things. And our people, we copy right after them. And we do these things. We see how they run and operate, and we do the exact same thing. But the problem is that when they do these things, they don't get punished for doing them. They don't get they don't get the judgment for doing these things. But when we do them, we get punished and judged for doing them.
Yeah.
We get curses because these are the things that the Lord told us not to do. Keep on going.
San Antonio. Officials with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office say they've arrested one of their own felony charges of sexually abusing a child victim.
Man, he was sexually abusing a child victim. But also going back onto another note about the drugs being put in our communities. Like, we got to understand that our oppressor is the accuser of thy brethren. Like, he puts these things in front of us and puts it in our neighborhood. He's like, man, hey, I didn't tell him to do it. I didn't force him to to use those drugs. They didn't have to use those drugs, but they chose to do it anyways. They chose to do it. But of course, we're going to do it because we don't have the law, statute, commandments to be able to govern us. We didn't have them at that time to be able to tell us not to, like Oscar Bar said, we didn't have the law, statute, commandments to be able to tell us that we shouldn't be doing those things, that we shouldn't pick up the drugs and do them. But what we did was we did have an example from our oppressors. We had them for an example, and we looked at them, and they was using them, they was doing them. So why can't we? Why can't we do them and follow what they do? But the problem is we shouldn't be following after what they do. We shouldn't be following after our oppressors. And that's exactly what that brother was doing. Following after what the oppressors do. Following after examples, trying to be like the oppressor. Keep on going.
Okay. Bexar County Sheriff's Office said Monday that Marcus Alexander, 37, turned himself in on a warrant for indecency with a child, which is a second-degree felony. The charge stems from a Sunday incident when BCSO says deputies were called to a home in far west Bexar County for an outcry of alleged sexual abuse that reportedly happened in June.
Hold on. What? Go back again and read it.
Deputies were called for a home in far west Bexar County.
Hold on. It says deputies. Deputies. Keep on going.
Says deputies were called to a home in far west Bexar County for an outcry of alleged sexual abuse that reportedly happened in June.
So he wasn't the only one. Keep on going.
And when deputies arrived to the home, they were notified by the reporting person that Alexander had allegedly touched a juvenile inappropriately and had also taken inappropriate photos of the same juvenile and kept the evidence on his cell phone.
Oh, kept the evidence on his cell phone.
BCO said in a release, additionally, when the reporting person confronted Alexander about the photos on Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, it is reported that he became evasive and denied having photos.
You know, we can scrap it, but the whole moral of the story is that our oppressors are putting these traps out to be able to get us to do these things to go up against the Most High. He's putting these traps out to be able to trap us. And what we got to do is we got to stop giving them fuel. We got to stop falling for the traps because that is giving him the fuel to be able to go against us. That is giving him the fuel to be able to overtake us. So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, stop taking the fuel for your oppressors to be able to go up against you because it's destroying us. Go ahead.
They did that in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s when they started putting drugs in our community.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing their drugs, and it was okay. But once they put it in our communities, and remember we had this class, we were crossing them. Once we started selling it and distributing it and producing it, then we got arrested. There's probably still brothers in prison right now for that shit.
Yeah, but what we gotta understand is, it's a setup. We gotta understand we are being targeted out here, So we gotta stop falling for the trap. Go ahead.
But if we know the law, statutes, and commandments, we wouldn't do those things.
Exactly.
And that we'll put the fire out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give him that fuel.
So what we're trying to do is put that fire out.
That's right.
We come out and we prophesy against great kingdoms. Put this fire out to be able to get our people to understand that we shouldn't be falling for these traps. We gotta stop falling for these traps and keep these law, statutes, commandments because our people are these people are manipulating our people and to believing they want to be friends with them when they're really just putting our people through a big old trap. It's a big trap that our people are stuck in. Our people just giving them the fuel to go against them. They're giving them the receipts to go against them. With that, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I need to commend you in Hunter. And with that, pass the class to Officer Tyler Yara.
Need that. Anyone?
See? Oh, sure, I can do that. I need that one too. I need that marker.
The marker?
Yeah. It's over there.
These are the Isupk security announcements. Where the Isupk started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 to 10. Ma'asharah means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the memorial blowing of trumpets. This will take place on the first day of the 7th month, Friday the 15th, September 2023. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 to 25. Reminder to any brother that wants to be a trooper in the school, you're required to wear all black. That includes boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And this concludes the Isupk security announcements.
Okay. With that, everybody in margin, which means to stand. I'm going to shower and turn to face east. Oh, sorry. So I'm not going to jump. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in the Lost One for Duck.
Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakuka,
Malapuka,
Taba'a,
Taba'a,
Watazaka,
Watazaka,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Baharatiza,
Ba'aratiza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Baishaiman,
Bashamayim,
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 Natananawa,
Lathanaw,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Ka,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalakinawa,
Wasalaknaw,
Kabawathinawa,
Kabawathinaw,
Kasalakinawa,
Kasalaknaw,
Kabawathinawa,
Kabawathinaw,
Wala'a,
Walala,
Taba, Ayanawa,
Tabi'aynaw,
Banasayawan,
Benasawan,
Ba,
Abba,
Hawasayanawa,
Aishanaw,
Ayan,
Mayan,
Right,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Wahala,
Wahala,
Wahatapara,
Wahatapara,
Laiwanayum,
Lailomin,
Aman.
Amen. What we said was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done,
in earth,
in earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us today
Give us this
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil,
For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Here we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brother. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatam. Judge Matal, you want to turn and face sister? Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Allah Taba Hashem Yahushai. Judge Matal, class is missed.